Hello, 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 hello. Yet another warm hello to my YouTube family. I hope you guys are keeping well. If you don't know me by now, okay. If you don't know me by now, my name is V. They call me Lee. They call me, 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 they call me. Okay, whatever you call me, the thing is I'm back with some more fun stuff to do. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Yeah. Okay, today I am going to share with you how I do my brows. Yes, it's not a tutorial. I am not a makeup specialist. So if you are also struggling with them flicks, join me because I'm so in the mood. No, it's not a tutorial really, but I'm just going to show you a step-by-step process on how I do my eyebrows on flick. Okay, as you can see, I've already tweezed them. I did not remove all of them. We don't remove all of them. Okay, here I am explaining things that your broke crush will never understand. And as for the hair, oh, this is this beautiful hair I got from Ewing's hair. I will also make a video on that some other time. I tried to do my edges, but you guys, I'm a learner, and this is some complicated stuff, you know. As you know from my previous videos, I always wear my hair like this, like you know how I wear my hair, right? I never do edges, but I just thought, let me try a different look today. Yo, yo. Okay, let's get on it. First of all, I'm gonna come in with my blush. Oh God, that's a video call from my mom. I gotta take it. Excuse me. Yo, Atandwa. That was a very long call. Like it took 2 hours of my time. But it was my mother. You know how moms are. They want to check on everything and everyone. Are your cupboards still standing? Do you have groceries? Open, let me see. Open your fridge. Uthenga ifridge engaka doch. How are you gonna manage to? Yeah. Moms. Oh, mama. No gossy. I laughed. My ribs are sore. My mom is so funny. Like, she is so funny. I will tell you all the stories she tells me all the time. Like, some other time, I will share with you the stories mama tells me. You are gonna love. That woman she should be a stand-up comedian. She's in the wrong career. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm about to brush. So let's do the brush thing. Excuse my vision. I'm facing the mirror. I cannot look myself in the phone there. So we're gonna do the brush, because we are now in a holly. You see? Yes, like the Zulus call it, the holly. We are now in a holly. Now, guys, I'm not gonna explain every step that I do. I bet you can see, but where I feel that you will not be able to understand, I will just write it down for you, okay? Now, there's a topic that I must engage into as I'm busy with the brows. See? Now it's okay, a multivitamin tonic, hydrating tonic. Yes. So, I'm going to share with you the worst memory ever. It's funny, really. It's funny now when I look back, but it's sad because I'm now trying to connect with the emotion that I ignored at that time, because after all this happened, I was supposed to be happy, so I pushed myself into happiness because I'm so good in creating self-happiness. Like, I'm the queen of self-love and self-happiness. I'm going to share with you a sad story of how I got robbed. I nearly got kidnapped just the day before my matric dance. We didn't have proms, guys. We had matric dance. Matric dance. We are excited just a week before the matric dance, okay? I think it was in, I don't remember the month. I don't even remember the date. That's sad. I think it was sometime in October. And it was in 2000 and Bani, the year that I matriculated, you see. And You know, we were excited with friends, obviously. I used to have two phones, okay? I used to have my small, do you remember those small Alcatel, the small one? I used to have that small Alcatel, the round one, you know, blue and silverish. My special phone was the Nokia 8210. Do you remember the Nokia 8210? Or at that time, guys, it was the phone, you know, because with me getting the Nokia 8210, it was the fact that I made it to matric, and my father just bought a Motorola. You know that opening Motorola, like one of the first few camera phones. He had just bought that Motorola. So he gave me the Nokia 8210. So that landed me being this cheese girl with two phones. You see. So we were told to go fetch the matric dance invitations. All right. I happened to fetch my invitation late. Honestly, I was not up to it, and I didn't understand why would an invitation grant me access to my matric dance. I mean, nobody else was invited, you know. We were not allowed to have dates from outside. You see, I'm filling in my brows with this powder. So I'm using this right now. It's kind of very dark, you know. It's black brown. I think this is the black brown, this is the dark brown. I'm using the black brown now. Yeah, you'll see why am I using the black brown later. But I'm using the black brown now. The thing is, I'm not a yellow bone. It's just this light. Oops, let me do this, talking about light. I remember our theme was Oscar Awards, you know. Our theme was Oscar Awards, and it was, I think I still have that invitation in my memory box at home in the storeroom. I do. Sarah has been pestering me with the money. When are you gonna do your hair? So I was like, Mom, I want my hairstyle to be fresh. So I'll do everything a day before matric dance. I'll get to go to the salon on that day. And I wanted to go to a different salon now. I wanted to go to a salon in town in Vereniging to go do my hair because there was this famous salon that does wonders, you know. I take a taxi, I take a taxi to town. Fine, I arrive at the school. Just some exams. It was after our prelims. Yes, it was in September, guys. Sure, what I did here is a disaster, honestly. It was in September. Now, I think it was still early school hours when I got there. It was very quiet. Most, you know how it is in those other side of town. I'm applying this powder, okay, on top of this gel, right? Because applying the powder really prevents your brows from just disappearing, because these things disappear, guys. Like when you're busy clubbing and you sweat or you just give somebody a hug, this powder just sets the gel. Let me say that. Yeah, go. There we go. Yeah, I just need to fix this mess, okay? Let me just quickly fix this mess. Okay, I think I managed to fix the mess for now, you know. Yo. I'm back with my brush, and this is what I'm going to do. Now, this method I always do with a little bit of gel. I ran out of what gel, so I'm going to use my styling gel. Definitely Revlon Flex styling gel on the brows, baby. If it gives you rash, discontinue use. But for some of us, there is zero, nada, dololo rash. So this is what I'm going to do now, just to achieve that ombre natural look, you see. After this, I'm going to come in with my concealer, because you see it's dirty there, like it's a bit ruined. After picking up the invitation, I left. Apparently there was a friend that I was supposed to meet, but they were running late. There were friends that I was supposed to meet, but they were running late. So I had to go and do my thing, and I thought my hairstyle was going to be long. I really opted for a very simple hairstyle for my matric dance, you know. I was just gonna plait and have pondo, you know. I had this nice wavy pondo ribbon. It was long. I was going to like do my hair, and I thought, you know what, because I'm going to plait thin lines and I don't want to sit for long in the salon, I can't wait for these people. Now, what is this? Hey. So I left, I left. Guys, it was quiet. It was very quiet. You understand that the school is still in, they're still in class, it's not break. So I used this short road. Like it's a shortcut to the next street, but I just took it. So I went in there. It's a very short street, not a lot of cars passing there. It's between houses. So as I'm walking, these guys, I don't know where did those guys come from. It's like they just dropped from the sky. Honestly, I don't know. Sure, these guys, I just felt someone grabbing me from the back with my neck. He kind of like strangled me, but there was something that felt very cold here. And the other one came in the front. Yeah, understand, man? Do you understand, Uguti, what happened with your sister? Jojo, you see now? No, brows will never be twins. They will never be twins. They will have the same resemblance, but they will never look alike. Never. Sure. Now, this guy came with his gun from the front. This one is with the knife, like they're grabbing me like. This guy's like, where's the phone? Where's the money? I'm shaking. I am shaking, I don't know what the fuck is going on. So I just raised my handbag and he took it and he opened the handbag. Apparently this guy's had a car. I don't know which car was it, but it was those old cars and I think it was yellow, if not cream white. This guy searches the back. He searches the back. He searches the back. He searches the back and he finds the Alcatel. He finds the Alcatel name. This is your phone. This is so embarrassing. That's what he said. He opens my purse, ne? And he finds a couple of bucks there. Because guys, you know what? Let me tell you, ne? My dad, my dad was a financial advisor, guys. Like my dad was money smart. Even if they call me names today, because I love money. My dad taught me how to love money. And my dad taught me how to make money. My dad was working and he had a good business. He always had a business on the side. So Mogele, the daughter of this wise businessman, has a bank account, FNB. At a tender age of 16, I had a bank account at FNB. So this guy opens my purse and he finds 300 rand. This guy is grabbing my throat so hard I can't say anything. He takes the money and he throws the bag on the floor. And then he tells the other one, yeah, Mchana, we done, let's go. They call each other's Mchana. The other hand is here, the other hand is here with the knife. So Mchana decides, okay, we can go, fine. So Usis Wenu looks at the guy with the gun and I'm like, yo, Abuti, please. And the tears are dripping from my eyes. Can I please have my SIM card and 20 rands to go back home? And this guy is like, and Muchana at the back is like, we don't have time for that. Yeah, as he says, we don't have time for that. This knife is moving on my neck. Oh. It's moving on my neck. Oh. Yo, this guy is cutting my throat. Muchana throws money on the floor. Ne? He's like, twara, twara, twara. And I'm like, my SIM card. It's like, twara, twara. SIM card on the floor. Guys, at that time, we didn't have this micro, don't need those. It was a SIM card, like I could see it. Even if it fell on the grass, I could see and find it. And then he says to him again, Muchana, we are done. And then Muchana says what? No, we're not done. No, she's not going back home. Guys, I want to do the eyeshadow. I'm going to measure the tail, but I feel the tail on this eye, it needs prayers and it needs to be saved because tail in guys, and so it's really not blessed. It's not a blessed tail. So I'm just going to decrease it because it doesn't look like my eye, you know. The rest will fix later, honestly. Like no, 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 this one will chase away my crush. My crush will run, you know. There we go. My brush is dirty, guys. Like, I need... Do you know how you clean brushes? You clean your brushes with rubbing alcohol. It does wonders. That's how So I was telling you about Umchana. So this guy said, Umchana, we done. Let's go. And the guy at the back with the knife, he says, no, Umchana, we're not going home, and you are not giving her money to go back home. So Mchana asks, the Mchana with the gun asks, like, we don't have time. It's like, no, we're taking her with. We've got a Camus, so let's take her with. And this guy looks at me with this eye. The one with the gun, the Mchana with the gun. He looks at me with this eye that feels sorry for me. He's like... And he looks at the Mchana, it's like, man, let her go, you know? It's like, no, we're taking her. It's like, man, let her go, Mchana. We won't have time, like, you know, we have to go there. We have to go there, that side. He doesn't say where. He's like, no, man. What's about no, he's like, let's take her Mufasa, meaning that we will tie her up. No, Mufasa later, Mchana. I was this close to wetting my pants, guys. Like, this guys want to take me. Now I'm going to fight. I told myself, if this guy attempts to take me, they will take me dead. He'll have to shoot me or cut me up with that knife. Born. Never. So Mchana is like, I, you know. And then as he says that, there's a sound of a car, something like a truck approaching. So he's like, Entwana, nakya slice. Meaning, I'm hitting the road, I'm running, I'm leaving. So he runs back to the car, and this one goes. When he removes the knife from my neck, run away, guys. Like, this guy cut me so bad. This guy cut me so freaking bad. Yo, like, and they ran, and I felt it. I'm like, is this guy trying to kill me? Is he trying to kill me? Oh, God. Like, when I did this, I could see blood. I was bleeding. Sure. Now they drop everything. They go. So I kneel down. I pick up the money. I pick up the SIM card. I pick up the money. I pick up the SIM card. I put it back in my bag. I take my bag. It's close to the corner. As I'm about to approach the corner, I'm holding my neck like... I'm not sure if I was walking fast or slow, guys. It was a very sad moment because I was like, did this just happen today? Day before my happy day. Sure. So I see my classmate. He approaches, and I start crying. It's like, what's wrong? Yo, it's terrible. You know, like, they just smacked me. And his house is just around the corner. It's like, oh shit, let's go home, you know, like, you're bleeding. And I'm like, is this cut bad? Because I was about to just walk to the clinic because this guy cut me. My throat is so, I can't even breathe. I don't know what is wrong. So it's like, no, it's not a bad cut. You'll be fine. So I think there was a dog. So I was afraid to go in, but he let me stand at the gate. So he brought a bucket of water and a cotton with Savlon. So I put some Savlon, dipped the cotton in the water, and I put it there. I put pressure there. Eventually the bleeding stopped, you know, and I tell him what happened. But he really made me feel better because, guys, Tato laughed at me. He laughed at me. We were laughing. Later we were laughing about it. I wasn't even in the mood to go to the salon anymore because this wind is becoming very bad. Sure. I hope it doesn't break my windows. I think about it. There are days where I just become emotional. I'm going to go in with the same brush because it still has a concealer, and I'm going to apply my blue. But I'm confused between the blues that I should apply because I'm not sure which one is darker, which one is lighter. There are two blues here. It's this blue, this one is green, and this blue. My mom is very strong, and she's taught me to be... She's one person that sometimes you would feel she doesn't take anything seriously. My mom doesn't take anything seriously. Like, guys, my mom is a typical comedian, you know. She doesn't take anything seriously. So she was like, those stupid guys didn't know that you have your special phone, much more expensive one here at home. At least you were wise enough. And at least they gave you the SIM card, you know, and at least God really touched the heart of the other guy. And they had to argue there about if they should take you or not, you know. So she was condoning me and telling me those, oh, this blue, just look at it. So I felt better, and I really pushed myself to forget about the day. I told my friend that we were going to live together because my dad was going to drop me off with his new car. And at the time, Daddy was driving the Mazda 3 sedan, not the hatchback, the sedan. Joe, like, I was over the moon. He was going to drop me and my friend at the school. So we were going to live together. She was going to come by my house and prepare with me. I still looked good, but my makeup, Joe. Oh, guys, my makeup was bad. It was makeup of those days, you know, like we didn't have this kind of makeup. We also used to use baby powder, you know, but there was this foundation that I used on the day of the matric dance. Our makeup, hey, you will see in that picture, I chona. My date, let me tell you the story about my matric dance date. I was supposed to have a date. He was my classmate, you see. But when we got there, it was beautiful. I don't want to lie, our matric dance was, it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. It was beautiful. We were beautiful. It was a special night. Like, it was that kind of night where really, I had to tell myself not to think or entertain the negative. Honest, guys, this wind, guys. No. Eh? Why am I starting to feel like the cyclone wants to hit Pretoria? Why? So, guys, we arrived there with our beautiful theme, Oscar Awards. We were welcomed with this beautiful Lamborghini and the pictures. You know, we took pictures there. It was beautiful, guys. Now, I'm telling you the story about my date. My date, we sat at the table together, and because he's somebody who's, wow. He's somebody who's always had a crush on me, you know, hitting on me. This guy had this belief that we can actually go far as to going to the same varsity, doing same courses, and even getting married, like the dreams that he had. So he made a nice friend. Trust me, he was my bestest friend. Hence, he was my matric dance date. But on the date, when he heard what happened to me, he was more, oh guys, something is not adding up here. But yeah, we will fix it. He was more emotional, guys. He was so emotional, you know. He was so emotional about what happened to me that he couldn't even talk to me. And I tried talking. And you know, when a person is sitting next to you and blocking you from the people that are talkative and you want to hear the topics and talk. So here's this sad guy next to me, very sad about what happened to me. And I cannot hear the topics. We just had to eat. After eating, we had to move to the dance floor. I remember our song that we have planned for the entire year as the matric group was Step. Step to the left, step to the right, da-na-na-na-na-na, bring it all up, moving close, let me see you and your partner stroke, step to the left, step to the right, stand around, bring it na-na-na, bring it all up, moving, let me see you. R. Kelly's, I forgot the name of the song, but that one, you guys. Yeah, we moved to the dance floor and I don't know what happened to him. I honestly don't know what happened to him. I just wanted to be with my friends. Elona, I was dating this guy from Wits University. He was half white, half Nigerian. He was from Czech Republic. I will tell you the story about that guy in the next video. He was guys. He had this Russian name. I was in matric and he was third year in Wits studying civil engineering. Guys, yo, I'm gonna tell you that story. It's very nice. In the next video, I'm gonna share that story with you. Let me not get into it. I was dating that guy. I remember people had planned to go to different after parties, but I wasn't about the after party life, you know. So this guy planned to take me out on a romantic dinner night. Plus, he was a cheese boy. His dad was white, his mom was Nigerian. He had this hair. What can we call him? I'm looking for those because he has a soccer star kind of surname. Those French soccer stars. Oh, what can we call him, Mar? Guys, I'll look for a name. Sure, that guy, he drove me crazy. He was beautiful. He wasn't handsome, he was beautiful. He looked like a doll. Like, yo, he made me so nervous. I'll tell you about it in the next video. So guys, as you can see, the silver melts in so well. And now what I have to do, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the same brush where I did the silver with. I still trust my gold for my, you know, the things there, the bridges. You call it the bridges, the brow bridges. I think, you know, English is not the language of my mother. It is not the language of my mother. Oh, so this is what I'm going to do now. Can you see magic? Can you see magic? My sister, my brother, look at it. If you can see it, please drop me a comment. I want to see what you can see. I want to know if you can see what I see here. Look at this. Okay, right. Your mama has got some good makeup going on here. Okay, guys, this gold shade is by Isabella Cassia. I use this on my brows. I also use it to do my glow thingamabob, the contouring, you know, that thing on the nose, the gold one. And my mother says I look like a Greek myth god. My mom will say, oh, I got also transfer Greece. Look at you, I got also gold. At that time, you're glow morning. I really didn't have the appetite because I don't remember the food we ate. I remember there was dessert, and I also remember we were served some alcohol punch, of which I didn't want to touch, you know. This is the brush I'm using to blend it in, guys. Oh, this brush is like levels. Check this out. Hey, winner. Check this out. Yo, guys, the pots are burning. I must attend to the stove. The pots are burning. Sunday course is burning. Like, let me just quickly do this. Hey, winner. Can you see that? Okay, good people. I don't know how far I was with my story, but I'm sure I was at the end of it, you know. I was at the end of it because there's part 2 coming, the matric dance after party. Sure. Yeah. So I'm going to use this Essence liquid ink to line my eyes, but I'm not only going to use it. I have this nice okay, it's star shaped, the side, this nice pen. It's an old eyeliner. It got exhausted. As when I do my wing, I really stretch out my eye. There we go. Eyeliner done. Eyeliner is done. Akirele abona. Lena. Akirele iponela. Akirele iponela. Akirele iponela. Why should I wear lashes? Why should I put on a mascara? I planned to put on a mascara, but I'm not going to put on a mascara because I've got lenses. And yo guys, if this mascara chip falls inside the eye, yay. If this mascara chip falls in the eye, the party ends. Like, it all ends. Joy ends, happiness ends. It's tears all over. Yay. Hey, if this mascara falls in the eye, if a mascara chip just, can you sense how windy it is? And the one lash just decides to lose the mascara chip and it just goes inside the eye. Hey. uzawukhala usisweni, uzawukhala. Akugruveki, akudleki, akulaleki. Yeyi, kuba muncu sana, kuba muncu. Ndiyacelela sana, kuba sawa, kuba tense, kuba buhlungu, kuba buhlungu, guys. It's joke, joke. So I'm gonna show you the final look, and I'm also going to have the edges reveal party if my edges are good, because I'm also still a learner. I told you Uba Usiswenu is a tomboy, so she's a learner. Uyabona kulento easy, like ndiyilena guys, ndiyalenarisha apha. So let me just go to the reveal, the full look, ne? The Bonsoir, Mar. Bonsoir. Jesus. 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 Jo. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I had fun in this video. I hope you had fun too, guys. I hope you learned something. I also learned something. I see my skills are really improving. So as you can see, the edges didn't come out that well. Trust me, when I get the edges game right, I'm coming back, baby. I'm coming back. I'm coming back, and I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to do the edges, because now I look like this. But thanks to the makeup, thanks to this royal blue look, I love it. I love it. I didn't expect it to come this way. So if you like me and you had fun like me, Niza, please, guys, please like me, because I like you too. I'm asking you, I am begging you right now, please like my video, please subscribe, okay? Subscribe to my video, like my video, share it, share bagiti batandwa, share the video, help a sister grow. Help a sister grow now. You like, you subscribe, you share, and you leave me a comment. Leave me some love. Hey, tell me I watched your video and I had fun. Tell me I watched your video and yes, Betty. Tell me, you can even suggest topics, because hey, Usiswenu runs out of topics sometimes, But yeah, thank you so much for spending your time. This is a very long video. It is very, very long. But I'll keep bringing more interesting topics. Like I said, drop me a comment of whatever you wish me to talk about or to share. There is more juicy stuff coming. The love I have for you is like, it's yeah. Don't forget to do the magical things, the shandies, the subscribe, the like, the share, the comment, and the notifications button. I'm out. I'm out. Mwah.